Hey guys, you're back with me Arun Sharma, and today's lesson on the thoughts that can change your life. I'm continuing my discussion around excellence. I've already talked to you about one critical thing that, and this is something those of you who have seen the previous video would know. If you have not, please go back to the playlist and watch the previous video, the one immediately before this, in which I've talked about why it's important for you to actually reverse what your default state has been with respect to excellence. And most of us, our default states in excellence with respect to excellence has always been that we expect excellence from everybody outside us. We expect excellence from people outside us. We expect excellence from institutions like your school, college, your office, your company. But you are accepting the mediocrity inside yourself. If you want to become a better quality person, you have to invert this logic and change the attitude. To inverting it means that you only expect excellence from yourself and you accept the mediocrity around you, because you don't control whether your company is excellent, whether your boss is excellent, whether your school teacher or your mentor in your coaching institute is excellent. You don't control those things. You don't control the excellence through which your service providers provide you service, and hence it is best to not try to control them, because if you're trying to control them, you're going to your head against a wall every time, and the moment you start doing that, it only leads to heartburn. Instead of that, great people, what they do is they accept the mediocrity around themselves. They know that they cannot affect it, they can't change it much, so you only focus on the excellence that you can control, and that's the excellence within yourself. So when you start looking for excellence within yourself, you can further dimensionalize this part of looking for excellence or creating excellence. And you have to have two dimensions when you talk about the creation of excellence inside yourself. And these two dimensions, if I want to improve myself or become a total quality person or a high quality individual who's rooted in excellence, there are two dimensions I need to handle. The first dimension of that is excellence in my thoughts. And what I mean by that is, and of course I'll bring further deeper videos on this in this topic also in this series, but what I mean by excellence in my thoughts is how clean and clear my thinking is, how consistent my thinking is, how unjumbled my thinking is, etc., and how flexible am I to thinking in the right way in the right situation. Otherwise, as I've told you earlier again, and this is something I repeat all the time, if I become an individual who's always reacting in a certain way to a certain situation, and in some cases that reaction might not be the best way to react in that situation. So if you are habitually reacting only one single way and you don't have the flexibility to move your reaction based on the situation that you see, then automatically what happens is you kind of become a slave to your previous habits in those situations, and you don't get optimal outcomes of those situations. So you need to bring excellence into your thoughts. How much emotions do you want to control? Do you control your emotions? Do your emotions control you? How good you are in your strategic thinking in situations with respect to your professional, your personal life, everything. So it is about bringing 360-degree change in the way you think. That's one part of it. But while talking about that, I also realize, or I should make you realize, that excellence is not just something that you have to bring to your thoughts, because if you bring excellence only to your thoughts without bringing excellence into the second more important dimension, which is excellence in your actions, if you don't bring in excellence into your actions along with excellence in your thoughts, you will never reach the destination, because excellence in your thoughts is just 30% in your journey to success. It has to be excellence in your actions. So you're preparing for an exam, you create a great plan, an excellent plan. You ask the best trainers to give you a plan, they give you that plan, and then when it comes to action, you don't execute. A cricket team creates a strategy to win the Cricket World Cup and does not execute correctly when it comes to execution. So please remember that excellence in thoughts is just a fraction of the journey towards excellence, and excellence in thoughts has to be accompanied with excellence in actions. And unless you create the meditation, you create the devotion, you create the discipline, you create the excellence in every action that you do, and it cannot be a turn on switch. A lot of people, what they try to do is I am a professional, so in my working life I'll be excellent, and the remaining part of my life can remain mediocre. That's not how it works. You have to, when you switch on that switch, when you convert that switch in your head, okay, this day onwards, me as an individual, I'm going to pick up excellence as my default mode. When you start picking up that switch, your action has to be reciprocate that switch 24/7. It is not applicable key, okay, in these dimensions of my life I'll be excellent and other things I will not. So it has to permeate into every aspect of your life, and that's when you actually become a total quality person. And when you complete this journey where you are executing excellence in your thoughts, you're in control of your thoughts, and you start executing excellence in your actions, that's the time when you will start overcoming every possible hurdle to your success and your long-term growth that you ever thought of or that you have ever experienced. So do look at this, do think about this. Maybe I'll bring in some more practical examples to this, and I hope you're liking this series. Do comment, do like, do share, do subscribe to the channel, and do let me know what else you want me to talk about here. I'll be bringing my thoughts, and this is my way of trying to influence the way you think, the way you act, the way you plan, the way you execute. This is my way of changing that, so that you as an individual can cross the hurdles which are stopping you from becoming the great person you should become. Right? So that's Arun Sharma signing off for now. Bye-bye.